And welcome back to the Canadian Ball Hockey Nationals from Saskatoon. My name is Bryce Burton as we get ready for the team from Newfoundland against the team from British Columbia. Things have started off early in this one as the team in blue, the team from Newfoundland, wins the initial draw here. Rifles one in. Can't seem to get one to stick though. As the ball comes loose towards the near side. 14:20 remaining here in the opening period. Just getting underway in this matchup of two undefeated teams. As a breakaway opportunity for British Columbia, it's turned into a transitional opportunity the other way for Newfoundland. Regan Hiscock throws that one into the corner, being fought for by a couple of different players before coming out towards the blue line for the defenseman Kyle McGuire. Rotating around, finding somebody over the middle, that's Shane Delaney. He can't do anything with it, and British Columbia will come back quickly the other direction. Has a trailer on the left side, that's going to be deflected, out of play. This a game of undefeated squads as Newfoundland ended up beating Saskatchewan 4-2 last night. British Columbia ended up beating the New Tecumseh Extreme 7-5. Set up now is the attacking unit of British Columbia. Turning the ball over on the near-hand side for Owen Weiss. He'll throw it down the length of that right wing. To be picked up in the far side corner by one of his British Columbia opponents. He's going to start the attack the other direction, right over the middle. Cross that line now. And fought for in the corner. Ball comes loose, picked up there by McGuire. Over towards Christian Kenny, and he'll use that left wing. Move the ball up. Little bit of a roadblock there in the neutral zone, but able to shift lanes over towards the middle. Get that one into the zone where it's going to be picked up by the British Columbian goalkeeper. 12:44 remain in this one. As the face-off's going to come to the near side face-off circle. Kyler Curnew doing the honors for Newfoundland. Ball bounces around a bunch, comes over the middle. Now towards the left wing for British Columbia. Newfoundland back quickly the other direction. Getting it in the zone, trying to play it up forwards and out is Jacob Zuravoyak. He's able to get it out of harm's way, but Newfoundland already setting up their offense once again. Good defense there. Aggressive poke check, slows things down even further, but Newfoundland keeps calm, moving up that left wing, getting it changed now. They just yield possession back to British Columbia. $11:50 remaining here in the first. British Columbia moving up that wing. Zaviskasi will take the shot. That one's going to be stopped there by the Newfoundland goaltender. Set it up on his right-hand side. That's the blocker side. Brennan Shabbat to take the draw for British Columbia. That's going to be knocked back behind the Newfoundland bench. The net, rather. Cleared out into the neutral zone. All the way down into the near side corner. One Newfoundland attacker. Looks like Eric Knight. A couple different Knights on this roster, both Eric Knight and Evan Knight. Of course, they're wearing 17 and 16 respectively. And we'll get a change for Newfoundland. About 11 to go here in the opening frame. Ball is loose. Back behind the net. Now picked up by British Columbia. Almost turned it over at the line. They do there. Morgan Porter getting involved. Sends it over to Rory Neal. Shot. That goes wide. Picked up behind that extended goal line now into the near corner. Got a couple of options. He wants to bang out the boards to Cleary. Looks like he's going to try to feed it down low to one of the cutters. That's the wrong call as it goes back quickly the other way for British Columbia. Driving towards the net. A couple options, and that's a goal. Nice backdoor wrister for British Columbia. They find themselves on the board early in this one. Zapasaki with the goal there for BC. We'll get things set up with just a little over 10 minutes to go here in the first. Face off at the center dot, won by Newfoundland. That's Kyle McGuire again, sending this one forward, looking up that left wing, bouncing around, and be a little bit too far for his attackers. They'll move this one back into the Newfoundland defensive zone. 1-0 your score after the Rowan Zapasaki goal for BC. Face off on the far circle. Picked up by Newfoundland, now loose in the middle. BC sending this one back in their offensive zone. Knocked around a couple of times. Kicked by the defender, and ball will be chased down deep into the BC defensive zone. They're going to have to work this one out along the near boards. Chasing that is Ruben Gurm. Can't get to it in time. Newfoundland pushing hard on the left wing. Now into their offensive zone. They'll let one rip. That's off the shoulders of the goalie there. And the two teams will fight for it in the near corner. Moving up the board. Out towards the blue line. They'll shift it across to the other side of the court. Now BC will slow down just a little bit. Newfoundland gets a change as the ball's in the opposite corner. Looking for the cutter over the middle. Can't get the pass to him. Instead it bounces off the wall in front of the Newfie bench, and they move up on that left wing. Newfoundland will have to break this one out of their defensive zone once again. Up the near sides for Kernu, who will play it forwards. Across the blue line, he'll let a shot go, and he might have drew a penalty there. I might have to double check this, but this looks like contact to the head. Might see an extended power play opportunity here for Newfoundland to try to equalize this. 8:35 remaining in the first period. As far as man advantages go for Newfoundland, they were 1 of 4 on the power play last night. 4 of 6 on the PK. British Columbia killed off half of their penalties out of 6 opportunities last night. Neal, top of the key, sends it down low off the walls, now into the corner. Heading towards the crease, now back up towards Neal, round for his kick. Throwing it down over the middle, backdoor opportunity waved off. Missed that one just wide. Another opportunity down low. This one from Porter. That's knocked away. Now under 8 minutes to go here in the opening frame. Back out towards the top with Rory Neal. Sends it over towards that left side. Rotates to the right now. Down in the corner. Looking for the cutter. Up top to Neal. He'll let one loose. That's going to be cleared out by the BC penalty kill. Clock is stopped at 7:42. Remaining in the first. That one might have been sent out of play instead of just down the floor. So they'll leave the face-off inside BC's defensive zone. Power play once again with Cole Goss up top this time. Sending it around for Cameron Frost. Now up to that left wing. Into the corner. Be chased down by Frost. Good defense there on the PK by BC. Goss down low. Shot goes wide. Has to chase it down the boards. Newfoundland looking good possession-wise here on this power play. That one now sent into the corner on the deflection by the goalkeeper. Newfoundland looking for a cutter. Got a couple guys coming down low. They'll have to send it back up top. Goss will take one. And that's going to be in the back of the net for an equalizing power play goal. The only question is did Cameron Frost get a little bit on the tip? I don't think they care. Either way, Cole Goss, Cameron Frost, part of that power play, getting this game tied back up at 1. You're expecting a close contest here between these two squads, given their record so far in this tournament. And it looks good again off the draw as both teams fighting to establish possession here, still about halfway through the first. 6:44 remaining specifically as the ball is in the Newfoundland offensive zone. BC trying to break it out, passing back, bringing it back behind their net. Once again, good forecheck there by Christian Cole and Newfoundland. BC now able to move it up that left wing. Looking for Cole Moffett. Can't get the ball to him. He's going to have to win it back from the defense himself with a little help from Chabot. That ball is going to come in towards the goal and be swallowed up there by Avery Lovelace. He's going to be the netminder today for Newfoundland. One-one. About 2/3 of the way through this first period between British Columbia and Newfoundland. Shot from the blue line, deflected by the defense. Transition back the other way. That's a streaking opportunity by some of the Newfoundland players. Looking for a wraparound attempt and a pass. That's back into the corner. Great job by the BC defense in transition. Newfoundland holding on to possession with 5:51 remaining. Thrown back into the zone, not quite past the red line to get people offsides, but this time it looks like it will be clear to be chased down once again by Newfoundland. Along the near side board, now dumped in and wrapped around. Ball's back by the net with 5.5 to go, picked up by Newfoundland in the corner. Fought for hard by both teams. Coming out to the blue line. Saved in by Cleary, who's going to... Nope, they're going to say that that was a penalty. Some sort. Might just be a handball violation. Face off upcoming. One there by British Columbia, sending into the boards is Soroyvak. Chased down by Newfoundland, crossing the floor on that far side, close to the benches. 5 minutes to go here in the first. Dumped in, looking for an opportunity over the middle towards Osborne, just couldn't connect. They'll come all the way down, looking for a transitional goal once again. This time for Newfoundland, and that one is going to be deflected high and out of play. With the face-off of 4:45 remaining in the first. Off the draw. Won by Newfoundland, thrown back towards the crease. A couple opportunities down low, deflected by the defense. Rotating now behind their own net is British Columbia, looking to go up the near wing. 4:40 to go. Dumping into the zone. Circling back. Now picked up by Porter. Going to throw it down. Give both teams an opportunity to get some fresh legs out there. Newfoundland trying to get their offense set up. Got a guy over the middle. One past the red line. But good forecheck here by BC, slowing everything down. Eventually, Newfoundland just has to dump it. And they'll go on defense here as looks like Bruce Avener brings the ball across the blue line for BC. Cycling around. Trying to throw that one towards the crease once again. It's deflected into the far side corner. BC still with possession. A backhander. Just wide. Far corner. Fighting for it now. Rotating down towards Cleary. He'll move it up the right wing. Over the middle they go. Far side, looking there for Cameron Frost. They'll corral it. Back out towards the red line and thrown right back in. 3 minutes to go in the first. Tie ball game at 1 apiece. 1 for Newfoundland, 1 for BC. Over the middle they go. Defense pushes it into the corner, so we'll get a stoppage in play as that one looked like it went out of play. 2:53 remaining here in the first, tied at 1. Even strength hockey right now. Liam Fowler will have the face-off responsibilities this time for Newfoundland. Draw goes back behind the net, wraps around the boards, kept in by Newfoundland, but they can't keep possession. Turned over to British Columbia over the middle. That's Soroviak fighting for it once again with Moffat. They'll bring the ball across the blue line, straight towards the goal. No real good looks down low, but picked up once again by Newfoundland as they try to break it out on their right side. And players down on the ground, specifically Evan Knight. He gets back up, gets on the forecheck. BC able to get it down towards Moffat, who's looking for somebody in the offensive zone. Can't find any good options, and we'll have another break in play. .205 remaining in the first period. Tied at 1. Play is back underway, this time heading into the Newfoundland defensive zone. Bringing it right back out, and as attacking is Newfoundland with 1:52 remaining. Ball caught up in the corner and then sent down the far side boards, past the benches, over the middle now, onto the left wing. Both teams disrupting any long possessions. BC puts that one in the corner. Now it's going to be the left wing and Christian Kenny with 1:20 remaining here in the first. Setting up the offense as that pass goes wide, bounces off the near side boards. Fought along those boards by a couple players from each squad now. And finally rotates back over the middle. Shot towards net. Rebound opportunity off the back wall, disrupted by the defense. Last minute of play of the period. Newfoundland still on the attack. Moving things over. Cross floor pass. Deking out a defender, sending that one back in. That's saved. Christian Kenny trying to put one back in. No dice. Now wrapped around the corner for Frost. They'll send it back out towards the blue line. And quickly coming back up is BC. Odd man advantage the other direction. Flipping it forwards, and British Columbia is going to get a change, yielding possession to Newfoundland. Over the center dot now, into their offensive zone. It's going to be the BC player of Ethan Gatehouse getting to it first. And we'll have a stoppage in play. 21.8 seconds left here in the first. Evan Wicks to take the face-off for Newfoundland. Still caught up now off towards the other side of the floor along that right wing. Bouncing around for Newfoundland to pick up in front of their bench. Trying to get it out of the zone. Looking for a pass on the near wing. Right side. Slowed down by BC, and that's going to do it here for the first period. We're all tied up at 1 in between the British Columbia. Back underway here in the second period. Still tied up 1-1 between Team British Columbia and Team Newfoundland. Chris Birch here on the call from the Canadian Ball Hockey Nationals in Saskatoon. Newfoundland now defending the right goal on your video screen and here at Mark Tennant Field. They got the equalizer from Rory Neal and Cameron Frost on a power play about halfway through the first period after a good rebound goal from British Columbia. I believe it was Bruce Avender that had the tally on that one. Either way, we're tied at 1 with 14:31 remaining here in the second. Face-off broken out on that left center wing by a couple of Newfoundland players there. They're fighting for it deep with, looks like 3 BC players trying to keep that ball away from any of the reasonable passing lanes. They'll start the counterattack the other direction. Griffin Mahaffey leading the way for BC. Now rotating back behind the net, picked up by one of the Newfoundland players. And trying to bang it along the benches and out of the zone. And we're going to get a stoppage in play here. Not quite sure what that call was, but face-off looks like it's going to come down into the offensive zone of Newfoundland on that glove side of Isaiah Pritchard-Lange, who is the goalie for BC today. They're going to wave off British Columbia from the face-off, get a new person to take the draw after the delay. One there by Newfoundland, and a one-timer shot from McGuire is going to go wide. Ball's going to come back around to him up top. He's trying to keep it onside in front of that red line, along with his defensive pairing of Rory Neal. Neal getting guarded well by a couple of BC players there, was eventually able to break it out, and instead they'll yield possession so that way they can get some fresh players on the floor. Newfoundland dumps it into the zone. BC trying hard along that extended goal line to set up their offense. Moves up the right side. Testing Hiscock and McClure. Instead, Newfoundland's going to be able to go back the other direction. This is Liam Fowler. Back off to Hiscock. He'll try a spin around shot and misses that one. BC able to start their offensive attack now. So they're going to turn the ball over and have to chase it back in their defensive zone. On that far corner, a couple players streaking to it. The BC players, the one to get there first, sending it around on the near side for Brandon Shabbat. They'll take a shot, and all the way down, going 5-hole, catching everybody off guard with such a brazen opportunity. But BC is going to go back on top thanks to the transitional goal. I believe that was Ruben Gurm getting the opportunity to run out first there and put his team back on top. 2-1 in favor of British Columbia. They're going to rifle that one back into their offensive zone with 12:09 remaining here. And it's going to go a little bit too fast and be considered icing. They'll move this one back down the floor the easy way. Time for a nice walk in the park, if you will, with 12:09 remaining in the second period. Almost halfway through this contest. Face-off is going to be in front of the Newfoundland bench. Kernu to take the face-off for Newfoundland. Loses the draw, though, to his opponent from BC, who will send it down the length of the floor with 12 minutes to go. Ball caught up behind the net. Couple of looks there by BC. The goalie, Loveless, is just spinning around trying to figure out which pole to guard and line up against. Plays it right, and here comes Newfoundland back the other direction. Couple opportunities, couple players on the ground. Shot ripped in the corner. Good stick checks all the way around. Comes back out. Rifled back in by St. John. Fought up in the corner. And we should have a penalty coming up here against BC. Stoppage in play. Newfoundland moving the ball around. Here on the man advantage. Neal. Give and go a couple of times. The people along that back line trying to find an opportunity to Goss. No dice there. Shot. Rebound opportunity, and that's what we put in. Good look there by Newfoundland to tie this one up. Morgan Porter, the goal scorer, putting back the shot from Rory Neal near the blue line. We're back tied at 2. Almost a carbon copy of the goal scoring that we saw in the first period between these two teams. The ball is going to be thrown into the BC defensive zone, trying to be broken out there by one of the defensemen. All the way down the floor it goes into the Newfoundland defensive zone. Picked up by BC once again. They'll take a shot. That one goes high. Out of play off the deflection from Avery Lovelace in goal. Ball's going to be taken on that far face-off circle with 9:52 remaining here in the second. Face-off. One there by Patrick Farrell. And Newfoundland, as they try to get it out of their zone, will try that right wing. Ball kind of caught up after the BC player fell down. We up the right wing and picked off there at that blue line and back the other direction. BC with it now. Gatehouse spinning around, feeding it down low, where it's going to be picked up there by the Newfoundland defense. They're going to set things up from behind their net. High looping pass over the middle. Knocked into the offensive zone, now into that near corner. Pushing is Griffin Mahaffey, trying to get the ball away from his Newfoundland opponent in that extended goal line area just in front of the corner line. And brought out by BC. This one is too deep though, and it's going to cause a stoppage of play. We'll bring this one back with 8:45 remaining here in the second. Face-off will be in the far circle of the Newfoundland offensive zone. They win the draw, take a shot. Another rebound opportunity is going to be poked away there by the defenseman, who's now bringing it up that right line. That was the 69 of Bailey Alonis, who was able to play that one forward. He'll retreat now to try to go and play the ball. Fighting against the Knights, Evan and Eric both on that forward line for Newfoundland, and they'll knock the ball out of play. 8:20 to go here in the second. Back and forth these two teams have gone, and to tell you the truth, I mean, the second period looks almost exactly like the first. Good physical hockey, moving back and forth with the ball, lots of exchange and possession. And both teams scored the exact same way in the exact same order. Ball out over the middle, picked up by BC, 3-on-2 the other way. Beauregard on that left wing, and he's going to be a little bit too fast and be offside. So they'll bring this one back out of the zone with 7:53 remaining. Face off right in front of the BC bench. They'll win it for their spectators. Just off the field of play here. But Newfoundland's going to come back the other direction, try to put it in their zone. Good give and go over the middle. Couple of looks there for Christian Kenny. Can't be able to do anything with that. And so they'll keep on resetting their offense there in the corner, setting out towards the blue line, letting one rip. That one's going to go wide and into the near side corner. Newfoundland fighting for that one. Kenny still pushing. Eventually sent to the other side of the field. As we caught up along the boards. Now back behind that extended goal line area and in the corner. Again, Christian Kenny giving it all the way back out towards Kyle McGuire. Looking for somebody over the middle. McGuire dancing with it, feeds it in towards Kenny. He'll lose it though. Good defense there by BC. And Kieran Smith's going to be able to send this one down the length of the floor, but not good enough to avoid the icing. Actually looks like there's a penalty against Newfoundland that stops that one. As BC is now on the power play. Doesn't get a good start as that one's rifled down by the Newfoundland defense. BC was 50-50 on their power play opportunities yesterday. They are 0 for 2 so far in this contest. Ball comes around and a high stick is going to be called against Newfoundland. They'll have to yield the possession here as the ball's picked up by BC. Deep in their territory. That one thrown in over the middle, trying to find a little almost like a Statue of Liberty look there, trying to get Ruben Gurm on the delayed passing opportunity. Looked cool, just wasn't able to be successful. BC will have to bring this one up again along the near side, rotating over the middle. Newfoundland sent somebody back to try to guard against the dump. BC still able to get it in. Chabot rotating over to the left side, back to Chabot. He's going to let one fly. That's going to miss the wide right. 5:24 remaining in the second. Tied up at 2. BC looking to get back up on top. Another shot from the blue line goes off the defender, and streaking back the other way is a counterattack for Newfoundland. A little bit of an awkward angled wrister. Sent back in the corner. Newfoundland now trying to get a cross-court pass. Looking for Shane Delaney. Delaney's going to go one up against all 4 of those BC players and really chew up a lot more time. Enough time to get back to full strength for Newfoundland. Oh, no, that was just the guy out of the box, or off the bench, not out of the box. Shot from BC goes wide, though, to pick it up in the corner. Good defense there by Patrick Farrell. Can't get them off sides, though, so BC's going to hold up. Looking for a pass over the middle. Looks like they found guy coming off the winger and poked away and into the corner at 4:20 left in the second. Newfoundland trying to walk this one out of the zone. Can't do it. Rifled right back in by BC. Chasing down in the corner is Knight. Flips it towards the right side. Now cross pass looking for Eric Knight once again, but that one just a little bit too far and out of way. We're below 4 minutes here in the second period. Ball will come all the way down to the far face-off circle in the BC offensive zone. exactly 4 minutes left on the clock here. Officials talking to the players behind on the face-off circle. We're dropping this one. Brought out to the blue line and across court for Newfoundland, who enter their offensive zone and rattle that one off the defender. Bouncing around to the near side for Osborne before sending it forward. 2-on-1 the other way now, 2-on-2. Newfoundland gets a big stop there from Lovelace, who sends it into the corner harmlessly. Now it's going to be Regan Hiscock moving back the other way. And BC will send this into their offensive zone. Both teams trying to set up some kind of offensive presence. Said it's been a lot of back and forth so far. Streaking down that left wing. 3 minutes to go here in the second. Still tied at 2. That's going to be a shot from the blue line that will eventually be picked up by Lovelace. Kind of lost track of it there for a second, but eventually picked it up. 2-2 is your score. British Columbia and Newfoundland keeping this one close, nearing the end of the third period. And we'll get a timeout on the floor. Good look off the draw for BC, but it's going to be knocked out of their offensive zone. Slowed down here by Newfoundland, but just a good poke to keep that on the right side of the red line for BC to chase this one down once again. But I think he was on the wrong side of everything. Oh, no, it's a pickup by Lovelace. Now we'll stop the clock at 2:41. Face off on the near side, picked up by Moffett for BC. But Newfoundland wins the draw, and they'll set up their offense. Going over the left wing, now up the middle, waiting to cross the blue line. Finally dumped in and chased in the near side corner. The number 21 of Kyle McGuire. BC's defense stands tall. Now they'll work up their left wing in front of the benches with 2:13 remaining. Try to set up another good offensive look here. Locked into their offensive zone. Good job by the defenseman to keep that in. Kieran Smith playing heads-up ball there. Minute 55 remaining as the ball's caught up in the corner. Now back behind the net. Looking for a pass, and that one's going to be a little bit too far out of the hands of Kieran Smith. And the ball will come all the way back behind the net and along the near side boards for BC. A minute 35 remaining. Newfoundland trying to get it out of their zone. Tied at 2. Looking for any last period heroics by either squad to try to break this tie. Cross pass, looking in the backside, and there it is. A beautiful pass right through the middle of everybody from face-off dot to face-off dot, and BC's back on top, 3-2. Moffitt, the goal scorer there. And British Columbia now looking to avoid the tie as they're up 3-2. Face-off upcoming. We were tied at 1 at the end of the last period, so Newfoundland's going to try to repeat the script once more and get a late goal. Bounces a couple players off the ball. Flopping around over the middle, finally picked up by Newfoundland, specifically Kenny. And we're going to see a whistle called. The official that called it was kind of out of sight here. We'll see if there's a direct penalty shown on the screen or not. Still 5-on-5 hockey. Comes out towards Farrell of Newfoundland. He'll turn the ball over. Still being fought for in the neutral zone. Picked up by BC. And diving into the corner there is Avender. 47 seconds remaining in the second. Newfoundland over the red line. Into the far corner. Fought along the boards there. Picked up by one of the BC defensemen. Looks like Nyan Gurm. Fighting for the ball still. Keeping possession. Eating up some of the clock. They're up by 1 now. BC in white. Trying to bring the ball out from their side. Now moving up the left wing. Seconds to go in the second period. And the clock will stop with 8 seconds as the ball was knocked out of play. BC is up 3-2 here against Newfoundland. British Columbians in white with the black shorts. Newfoundland in the all blues. Face off from that far circle. 7 seconds. Poke towards the net. Loose down along the boards. 3 seconds. Last opportunity to fling it forwards, and they'll run out of time on the shot. Would have been stopped anyway, regardless of that one, and that is the end of the second period. A little bit of a longer intermission here in between Team Newfoundland and British Columbia as they are attending to an issue near the center face-off dot right along that red line. British Columbia currently up by a score of 3-2. This coming after a late power play goal by BC there in the second period. The ball coming in from the scorer's table. We should be able to get started here quickly for the final frame of this regular matchup, this pool play matchup between British Columbia in white, defending that right-handed goal, and Newfoundland in their blues. Ball comes down behind the Newfoundland bench, or net, trying to come up quickly over the middle. Now moving up that left wing, giving it back and trying to set up a good pass. Attacker staying on side as they're looking for Fowler on that left wing. As we picked off there by the defense, and BC is going to start moving the other way, looking for that middle shot. And that slapper from Ruben Germ is going to be handled easily by Avery Lovelace in net for Newfoundland. The winner of today's game will have a big advantage over the rest of the group, as they will be the only undefeated squad left. Both these teams won their games last night as they await the face-off on that near side. The 44 of Niam Gurm trying to keep it in the zone. The ball is going to be one away from him, and it's going to be bested right back by BC, going quickly the other direction. Actually, too quickly the other direction. We'll bring it back out towards the middle and have a face-off. Ball is won by Newfoundland, who brings it back towards their red line after getting onside. That's McGuire. Cross-court pass. Shot goes wide. Kept back up that right wing by the Newfoundlanders. Big high pass, just volleyball swatted straight out of the zone. Turned over in the middle to Newfoundland, moving up that right wing. That's Rory Neal fighting for it against Gurm. Gets it back over to the 18 of Regan Hiscock. Now into the corner with 13:30 left. 3-2, BC on top. And it could have been very different very quickly if Pritchard Lange doesn't fall on that ball. $13:26 remaining in this one. Ball cleared out and a deep run towards the corner. Picked up by BC. Now Newfoundland's got it. They'll send it back to their side. Now up their right wing in front of the benches. BC goes, and they will have that one deflected and out of play. Face-off's going to be on the far face-off circle taken by Avender. Now Newfoundland's going to take it behind their net and start up their offense on the near wing. Owen Weiss with it. Feeds into the corner. Now over the middle, a shot by Weiss is going to be saved and deflected into the corner. BC trying to break it out of their zone. No dice just yet. And now BC will try to break it out. Once again, moving to the near corner, bouncing along the backside. Across the blue line they go. Good job there by the Newfoundland defense. Trying to clear a couple of shot opportunities. Another quick wrister. Deflected high. Lots of shoving. Moving around. And along that Newfoundland bench. Ball's going to come out into the near side corner. Evan Wicks trying to get it out for Newfoundland, and that's going to be deflected and out of the zone. Face-off is going to be just outside the blue line on the Newfoundland defensive half of the field. Ruben Gurn to take the face-off for BC. Knocks it back to his defender, who tries to feed it up, and it's eventually going to be knocked over towards that right wing. Locked into the corner. Now being brought out by Newfoundland. Newfoundland still down 3-2 with 11.5 remaining in regulation. Bringing it back around. Lots of space. Nobody really pushing. Gives it back up towards McGuire. McGuire trying to feed it down low. Couple of people over the middle, and one safety option in the back. That's Cole Goss. He had an assist on an earlier goal, and the ball's going to be stopped, and we'll have the clock stopped as well. 11:16 remaining here in period number 3. Face off, won by Newfoundland. Up the far boards, trying to be high passed out of the zone by BC. Still pushing at it. Coming in quickly is Newfoundland. Cleary's going to send it in to the near side corner. 10:56 remaining. And BC's finally got enough to push this out of the zone. Across the red line and dump it in, get a change. Newfoundland's going to chase this one down. Back by their extended goal line, moving up to the near side boards. Crossing that red line. Looking to go towards that left wing, and it was picked off. BC quickly in the offensive zone. Rotating towards their right, circling around until it runs into the buzzsaw of the Newfoundland defender. Bouncing around a couple of times towards the net, redirected by the defense into the near side boards, and cleared. BC's got to chase it down the length of the floor. Now caught up along the blue line and squirted back into that corner there with 9:56 remaining. BC can't get it out. Over the middle, shot. That's going to be deflected by the defense. Quickly back the other way. BC trying to get something in transition. Dumped back in. Picked up by Evan Knight. Now over to Eric Knight, dancing behind the net with the ball. Coming out towards the blue line, throws it back towards the corner. Behind the net now. Richard Lange looking on both sides, trying to find where that opening's going to come from. Said it's all the way back out towards the red line. Opportunity on the back goal. Wrapped around and saved again. 2 quick saves by Pritchard Lange and a little bit of help from his friends on defense. Keeps this one a 1-goal advantage for BC. Sent back into the corner once again. 9 minutes to go in regulation. Newfoundland with it. Night to night. Back to night. Got Farrell deep if they want to use that. They can keep on pushing. They got one guy right there in front. They could get it to him. Liam Fowler is just literally sitting with a 2-meter halo completely around him, right in between the 2 face-off circles, and they could just not get the ball to him for an easy one-look shot. Three to 2 your score. BC still on top of taking all kinds of attacks from Newfoundland. The 55 of Evan Wicks to take this draw. He'll win this one by sending it up to Goss. Down back towards Weeze. Coming across, everybody crashing the net, trying to get the ball through to somebody. They'll rotate around, clear out a spot. And it's going to be picked up by BC, who walks it back the other way. 3-on-2, dumping it into the far side corner. Defense gets a change. Offense still attacking. British Columbia ties it up along the boards there against Newfoundland. They'll dance closer towards the net again, and the Newfoundland defense knocks that out of harm's way. Newfoundland on that right wing, brought up by Owen Weiss into the corner, chases it down, sets up behind his opposing net. Into the corner, bouncing it around a couple times. The BC player looking to try to knock it away. At the blue line, lots of stick fighting here. Eventually recontrolled there by Weiss. Going to dump it into the zone, and it's going to be knocked down and sent out by British Columbia. 7.5 to go. Newfoundland dumps it in, chasing it down. Now behind the BC net. Got two guys right in the middle. And the ball is going to knock around off of them and in front of Pritchard Lange. And he'll stop the clock with 7:15 remaining here in this one. (3-2) is your score. 7:15 remaining in regulation. BC on top, but they're facing a lot of offense here from Newfoundland as the ball gets pushed along that far side board and into the corner. Back behind Lovelace in net. Brought back out by Newfoundland, and Ryan St. John wasn't paying attention, just overran the ball and turned it over to BC. We'll have the offensive opportunity here. They'll wrap that one around the wrong side of the net. Trying to hold on to possession, had a cutter, no dice. Into the corner it goes. Newfoundland trying to reestablish possession and get the ball down where they can score. Over the middle they go. That's Kenny. He's got St. John with him. But it's going to wrap around back out towards the red line. Big collision in the neutral zone as both teams fight for it. Picked up once again by McGuire. He'll dance this one into the corner. Looking to set up the offense. Good, aggressive. A little bit too aggressive that time. We're going to see a penalty against the 66 of Brendan Chabot. Chabot getting some good upper body presence there and just got a little bit too antsy and shoved the Newfoundland player right over the front of his stick down on the ground. That's going to be a 2-minute penalty. And we'll see if the equalizer can be found with the man advantage with 6:08 remaining in regulation. Both teams awaiting the draw. One by British Columbia, trying to send this one out along the far side boards, not able to get it completely out of the zone. And Newfoundland's able to keep it onside, dancing around. A give and go between Hiscock and Neal. Hiscock will throw this one towards the crease again, bouncing out, coming up top for Rory Neal. He's got a goal from that point before. And this one's going to be saved once again by Pritchard Lange. Looking for that guy near the doorstop, but was on the glove side this time. Good field of vision for Pritchard Lange, and he's able to get that one easily. 5:42 remaining here in regulation. 1:40 remaining in the penalty against BC. This one picked up along the blue line. Back towards Neal at the top of the key. He thinks about it, sends it over to Hiscock, back to Neal. He'll let that one go, bounces off the wall. Rebound opportunity, redirected away. Newfoundland will take another rip from the blue line. That one goes off the defender. 5:20, halfway through the penalty here as that one's deflected high and on point. Neal dances around one defender, goes in the corner, tries to cross for Hiscock. Cleared out by BC with 5:05 remaining in the third. 50 seconds left in the man advantage after the penalty to Shabbat. Neal feeds it through. One on opening, and that's a big time save by Pritchard Lange. Then in the corner. 4:44 remaining. Newfoundland still trying to cut through this defense and find the twine. Neal thinking about another powerful shot from deep. Gets it once again. This time Hiscock will take that one. Still loose, down low, couple of looks, and Newfoundland can't punch it in. Isaiah Pritchard Lange coming in huge late in this one to keep his British Columbian team up by 1. Once the face-off has dropped, we'll have about 17 seconds remaining on the penalty against Shabbat. Tyler Curnew trying to win this one for Newfoundland to give them the most amount of time with the man advantage. Said it's going to be tied up along the boards, and BC is going to keep that thing locked in there. 10 seconds to go in the penalty. Comes back out towards the blue line for Cleary. Limited seconds. One-time wrister, and that's going to be knocked in out. We're back at even strength. 3-on-2. Excuse me, 3-2. Cleary with the wrister from the blue line. And that's going to be walked out by BC. Crossing that red line, dumped into the zone, into the far corner. 2 BC players against 1 Newfoundland defender. Still fighting for possession over the middle. Picked up by, looks like, Gatehouse, who will drive it in the corner. Said Newfoundland comes up hot on that right wing. They'll slow it down a little. Bump it off the boards as the defensive pairing gets a change. St. John will come out for Newfoundland. But it's Curnew still in the corner with it, trying to find something over the middle. Pass goes a little bit too far where it's going to be picked up by Newfoundland. Mahaffey throwing it cross court into the corner. More time ticking with the 1-goal advantage for BC. Newfoundland running out of time quickly here in the third. Down by 1. 2:50 remaining. All the way down into the corner. Picked up by Newfoundland once again. Moving up the right wing this time, over the middle, right through that center face-off dot. BC knocks it away one more time. Newfoundland chases it down, running out of time. And they're going to ice it this time, looking for the dump and chase. That one just a little bit too far out of the reach of Christian Cole. Evan Wicks to take this one up against Cole Moffitt. Moffitt wins it for BC. Liam Gurm, he's going to throw it in, and there's your insurance goal. The quick putback, you didn't think there was any shot that Gurm could have gotten it through, but that helpful hometown bounce for BC, able to find the back door and squeeze that one in past Avery Lovelace. And with only about a minute and a half, 2 minutes left to play in this one, that is a 2-goal advantage for Columbia. Newfoundland leaving the goalie in straight for the face-off. He'll be coming off shortly as Newfoundland tries to get the extra man attacker here with about 2:18 remaining. Shot towards the net, and that's going to be covered once again by Isaiah Pritchard Lange. 2:09 is your time left on this one. Face off won by Newfoundland. They'll rifle that one right back in the zone with 2 minutes to go here in regulation. Still 5-on-5 hockey as BC is able to push this one out of the zone. Doesn't look like Newfoundland's going to pull their goalie, Avery Lovelace. Again, Newfoundland has won a game so far in this tournament, so things aren't quite so dire for them. They let one rifle in towards the net, bouncing around. If everything stays as it will, the Newfoundland will go to 1-1 and have a straight 0 goal differential. They'll play New Tecumseh for basically spot in the final. Shot goes wide and into the corner. A minute left to play. Actually, a minute 1 if you want to be specific. Face-off is going to be on that right face-off circle. Curnew will take the face-off here for Newfoundland. Wins that one and sends it back to his blue line. Throwing it down close. Good kick save there by Pritchard Lange. BC can't officially get it out. They are able to now. Driving across the red line. Caught up on the near side boards. Looking to kill some more time as players go sprawling into the corner. BC in disbelief but have to get back quickly on defense. 37 seconds remaining. BC up 4-2. Throwing this one around, back towards the net. Good progressive defense here by BC to kill some more of this time. 20 seconds, now in the opposite corner. 2 goals. The advantage for BC as that one gets iced out of the area and will be brought back down the length of the floor. Just have to see how much time is going to be left. Looks like exactly 12 seconds. That score bug is incorrect. It's British Columbia that is up 4-2 at this time. Face off, far side. Thrown back into the corner. Tied up. Still can't get it out. And with 3 seconds to go and the final horn buzzing, Team British Columbia wins the Battle of the Undefeated 4-2 against Newfoundland.